After we download all source code in the dataset, we need to pre-process molecule structure. So I'm gonna talk about it. What I mean by that, um, I'm gonna remove two. I'm gonna how to say. I'm gonna curate data structures, molecular structures. First is removing salt. Some of source codes have this period in the middle, like this. There's a bunch of atoms and other signs to notate chemical bonds or something. And then in the middle, there may be period, which means these two parts, these two parts of Morse code, let's say this is Morse code, this is also, this period means they are not connected by the chemical bonds, like this example here. So if this whole molecule is converted into Morse code, then we'll have two part. One is this, another part is this. And we call this part active ingredient. And this part is salt. So it's quite easy. We just find a smart code with period and then split it and keep the larger part, because normally active ingredients are larger than the salt. So that's the first structure we need to curate. Another one is removing inorganics. So organic compounds is defined as a molecule whose backbones are composed of carbon, mainly carbon, and some of hydrogens. So mostly organic molecules will have this chemical bond between carbon or between carbon and hydrogen. And there may be some of other heavy atoms, but normally in organic molecule, it contains hydrogen, carbon, nitrogen, and this part. Okay. So this part is the atoms used in the organic molecules. So we're going to remove if the molecule contains other atoms in the periodic table. So we're going to remove this so that we can keep organic molecules alone in the dataset. And so first we're going to remove molecules with other atoms except these that I highlighted in the red. And there's another case we need to remove, and that is the molecules that are composed of these atoms, but they didn't have carbon. Some case like this, something like this. So this is also not an organic molecule, because by the definition, organic molecule is mainly composed of carbon-carbon bonding or carbon-hydrogen bonding. So one of essential rules to find the organic molecule is the first, it should have carbon and it shouldn't have any other atoms except these red colored atoms. So we're gonna make a code to remove all of them. Okay. Ooh. So I wrote a code for that. So the first task is removing salt. And it's relatively easy task because this is an example. if there's a period in the middle of Small's code, it has active ingredient in this part, and this is a salt. So how do we do that? We can do that using rdkit. In rdkit, you can get all the atoms from the molecule using this. So I can print them out. Well, actually, it doesn't much help to remove salt from the structure. Actually, this part of code will be used in the later part. Actually, we need to split the string using split method. So in Smalls variable, SMI variable, I have Smalls code, and I can split the string using split method. And then I'm gonna count the number of atoms in the Smalls code. So you see, when I split it, Smalls codes are split into two parts. One is active ingredient here, and another one is salt. But you see, now this is a list, and now they are actually separated. So I can take each Smalls code in here and count the number of atoms in each part. And I'm gonna select if atom counts or the maximum number. I use this one because some cases the molecule has more than one salt. So I choose to use this way so that even though there's a multiple salt, blah blah blah, I can still find the active ingredient by finding out molecules with the largest number of atoms. Okay. I don't want them. I just want to remove salt. So I made a function to run the code and return the longest Smalls code. And then I run this. So I get the Smalls code and run the function to find the active ingredient and save it in this column name. So that's all. Yeah, so it's pretty simple. And after I run this code, and then I count the number of Smalls code with period, and I found nothing. So all the Smalls code now were updated after salts were removed from the structure. So that's it to remove salt, and in the next video I'm gonna show how to remove inorganic from here.